Hello, hello, hello. For some reason, this looks a little different than usual.
Says we're live, but we only added it like a couple minutes ago too, huh?
Yeah, so that's one.
Check what? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm there.
All
Okay.
right, here we go.
4, 3. Hey Herman. Hey Kevin. Tina. Mike.
There we go. Everybody's hopping on. Hopefully, everybody's having a wonderful night. I know this is second night in 3 days, but we got to looking. We only did like an hour and 10 minutes last go around, so it was like it'd be okay to go live one more time this week. Hopefully,
Went from 14 to 75.
1475. That's a bunch. We did have visitors again today. Um,
We sure did. Wednesday, we're gonna have some flooding rain.
I just seen that
Had to go look. I was like, what?
because we
No.
just finished a video and I talked about some rain coming in.
You
Hey D, how
jinxed
are
it.
you? I know,
We don't talk about rain right now. Trying to get a house.
I know. They gotta stay away. We have to have dry so they can come up and start on the house.
Diane said, how's it going? I needed something to do besides waiting on the dryer. I hear that. And then it finally beeps at you, so you rush in there to get the clothes out, and they're still a little bit wet.
Hey Ron, how are you? Jacob, Diane, Ruby,
Trying to get mowing done.
Lori.
I would be out there with an umbrella, Dean said. Well, I wish you would. Lori says, name your new cow Bonnie, then you will have Bushwhacker and Bonnie, and for the donkey, name him Dominic, the donkey.
So Kayson wants to name the donkey
Bushwhite,
Bushwhite.
because it's like Bushwhacker.
But I'm like, that's too close to Bush Light.
I still like Betsy for the cow.
And we might go with that, but I'm gonna see some other names that's coming out and see what y'all say.
We didn't gather eggs today, did we?
Mm-mm.
Too much going on. It's getting nice outside and it's hot, and we get a lot more done in the summertime.
Yeah, we was super busy today. We worked in the
Too.
garden, ball games, and we had some wild ponies acting out. Man, it's crazy. I'll have to post a reel of that here after a while. But there is fallen Arkansas veteran. How are you doing, buddy? Um, Isabella. Isabella said, I've been having a hard time connecting with you guys on YouTube. So glad I can tonight. Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, Tina. Glad she is doing okay. I hope the pain is not too bad. Huh? Well, she hasn't said it yet, but she's hurt herself. So I know you can't be talking about that. That just happened. Kids on summer break? Yes, they are on summer break. Um, Ball games. Oh, Charles. Charles, thank you so much for that kind email you sent us today. Um, I do, which I'm going to talk about this on my next live and in the video. We lost a very very dear friend. I was notified today. Another YouTube subscriber this one kind of hit pretty close. I used to talk to him every single night, and but most of y'all probably know, used to remember him coming on, but TC Gangs has passed away. Um, Mike actually called me earlier today and let me know that TC did pass away.
Hey, Charles. Wendy says, hello, every Eddy family. You could go live every night, and I'd watch every night. No one could have too much Eddy family.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you, Wendy.
Good evening, folks. It's been cold and chilly here today. We have a cold front moving through, not the kind of spring weather I like.
It was a little warm here today. There's Connie. Great you're doing alive. Have you considered
Clarabella.
for the cat? No, but that's a good one. We may put that down there.
That's off of a cartoon, isn't it? Clarabelle.
That is from Howdy Do show many years ago.
I think I remember.
Do you ever
that.
see snakes around your eggs? No, we have not. Well, I take that back. We did see a snake around the guinea eggs, but we have not the chicken eggs. We gathered them quite regular.
I saw you stab Stephanie with the tree limb.
Yeah,
He sure did.
I think she's in worse pain than that. She pulled the muscle tonight.
Yeah, I pulled one bad.
Well, y'all get out early. Our kiddos have to go until June. Oh, wow. Where are you from,
Yeah.
Heather?
I know Oklahoma, anyways, or southern Oklahoma. It's all about the middle of May every year.
Yeah, Wendy, it is a great day. Great way to win the day or end the day.
Donna says, hello, Brandon and Stephanie. I'm from Joplin, Missouri, and we just celebrated 13 years from the F5 tornado that just went through 13 years ago. Are going to come back stronger, better, and more beautiful.
Fallen Arkansas veteran said, oh no. Kevin said, sorry to hear that. What happened?
What's happening? What's shaking? What's going on?
Man, just farming. Yeah, it's a very sad deal. Which I'm going to we're going to talk about it in our main live, which it will be the center of sharing memories that I shared with him, and Mike has shared with him. We become really really good friends. Um, it's crazy. He passed away. We're just getting word of this today, but he passed away May 6th. That's almost been 2 weeks ago. We used to talk on a regular basis, but after he got put into the hospital, he always had a roommate there with him. And, I'm a night owl when I settle down, and I usually call at night. So he didn't want to, bother his roommate, but I was going back and I was telling Mike, I was like, man, I just talked to him. January, February, March, April, April 24th. April 24th. Actually, we was going to town, and I talked to him on the way up there, which I knew he didn't sound his normal self. He was short on everything, and usually he's always always there wanting to hang on to the phone. And there had been nights that we would spend hours on the phone. But today I was just going through some of Pauline. Let's see.
Hello, Robert.
I think the world of him, but I am so thankful. I do have voicemail now. This is him reaching out, but I love voicemail. because I'll always get to keep this.
Hey, I don't know if you're awake, busy, or asleep, but give me a call when you get a chance. I appreciate it. Talk to you later. Thank you.
He's a great man. He's a great man. So I'm going to do that in a video to honor him. I know a lot of y'all, we've grown really, we've got a lot of subscribers since he was with us. He got sick and went into the hospital and he didn't watch much, but his icon was always a little green deal. So it's pretty neat. It's sad. That makes like number six that we've lost. Hello
Hey,
from West
Amy.
Virginia.
I live in Maryland.
Steph, what happened?
Well, we was looking for Leighton's hat because he had a game, and we was running late because I guess he had practice right before his game, so he didn't need to be there at 5. He needed to be there at 4. So we was hurrying up. He was getting dressed, and so I knew it was in the laundry basket, which was underneath the laundry basket. So I picked up that laundry basket and tossed it on the bed. Well, once I did that, I guess I pulled something because my back, I couldn't raise back up. Addison actually was standing there and she had to help me stand straight. It was rough. But when there's baseball or softball, I don't care if I'm dying.
She always loves that.
Randall says, "Hi, Eddy family. It's Randy from Chattanooga, Tennessee. It didn't take me 10 seconds to click on once your live alert came on. Love watching your channel. Bet the youngins are glad to be out of school."
Yes, they're all about baseball, which we've been looking at getting them one of those. What do you call it?
Pitching machines.
A pitching machine. But there's so many different kinds of them. But that's another thing we got to finish is to get the net up and get that to where we can actually set it up and they have a batting cage. So that's on the list as well. Fallen Arkansas veteran said he was also a very generous man. He thought a lot of you guys. He did. He was, that's one thing about TC. He always wanted to make sure, if we didn't have something on the farm, if we said something, he sent all those water hoses at the very beginning and those reels. And, I had to call and tell him, I was like, TC, you don't have to do that. Just because we're saying we're going to be getting this doesn't mean you need to buy this. It did offend him really, really bad that I said that, but I didn't want him to think that was the friendship. So for the last probably year and a half, I got him to stop that, and many nights working long nights on the street. We talked a lot. He was a good guy.
Where'd it go? Edward said, "Hello from Arizona. I'm praying for your son." I guess I have to add Stephanie to the list now.
Yeah, because I don't think you've ever had like a pulled muscle like that, is it?
No, I've never. I told Brandon that I'd rather have another kid than do this, dude.
Hello, Doris. How are you? 3B Homestead. How are you?
It was bad earlier. We was at the game and someone fouled a ball, and your instinct is to hurry up and look to where it goes. Well, my whole body turned that way to look to see where it went, and I about lost it.
Brandon, who was the deputy used to ride along with you? That was Blake.
Eeyore would be cute for the donkey.
Yeah.
That one would be cute. Hello, everyone that's hopping on. Name the heifer Clarabelle and Eeyore for the donkey. Will you be breeding Bushwhacker and the heifer at some point?
Possibly later on. She is the same. She is same breed.
Yeah, British Squat.
British Squat. So yeah, probably later on down the road.
Eddie said Brennan, who was a deputy, used to ride along with patrols.
That was Blake.
Thank you, Amy. Randall says, hey guys, sorry for your loss of your friend. I have never heard of him, but he must have been a good man.
He was. He was working on some cartoon characters. He had always wanted us to take pictures of the animals and us, and he was a artist, and I don't guess he ever got them completed. But I know he really thought the world of the kids and us, and we felt the same way.
You said you had some more visitors. Did they stop by to use the outhouse? Dean said.
No, I don't think they got
Kinda.
out. I don't think they got out of the truck to use the outhouse. They brought 4 or 5 loads of
more screening, was it, or sand?
It's a sand, but it's more like a concrete sand.
Lori says, so sorry to hear you're hurting. Until you can get to the doctor or chiropractor, use heat and ice in 20-minute intervals. I hope they give you some relief. Yes. I turned my, on the way to the game, even though it was super hot outside, I turned my seat heater on. Yep, back sore. So they didn't leave an impact in the impact? No.
No. Marshmallow for the baby calf, Elvis, or Elva for the donkey. Them not bad names neither.
No, I like that you are.
Yeah.
Are you going to paint the shed that the chicken incubator's in?
Hopefully, yes. I don't know when, but yes.
Please take care of your bag. I hurt mine when my kids were 10 and 6 and were not able to do the things I wanted to do with the kids. So Charles said, because of TC, he gifted me with a wooden flag that you made and meant a lot to me.
Yes, I remember that.
He used to do that a bunch, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Try Motrin Tylenol, said.
Dean says Steph got it. It was over Brandon's head. It took me a minute.
I was gonna say you get that's called impact. Addison thought that was hilarious since that's the name of their church thing they get to. Southern Up, California. Kevin says, Steph, since you're hurt, I can send you Kimberly's bell to ring anytime. And there's an ad. Anytime you need Brennan to get you something while you recover. Yeah, can you just make that same day delivery?
At least we won't have to go very far. The bed's in the kitchen, so what?
I'll just throw something at them.
Yeah, wouldn't have to go very far.
Kathy, I like Bessie, like with Bessie, no T, but we're letting people chime in some new names to see if I like one of those better.
Oh, Debbie said I'm still in a hospital. So happy to check in. I didn't realize she was in a hospital. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully things will get better.
Wendy says, click on it. G from Tampa was sad to hear of Kayson's diagnosis of cerebral palsy. PR will be beneficial for him. Let me scratch my back. I got a sunburn and it's coming unsun. Okay. Stephanie says some chocolate would make her feel better. No, I'm not a chocolate person. Not at all.
When does Kayson go back to the doctor?
6 months. Yeah, they said these flies are biting my legs. They said we're gonna start physical therapy, upping his physical therapy. So they'll start doing new stretches and stuff Thursday. But besides that, I actually wanted to see him again. 6 months for some more X-rays.
All right. I don't know why, but I have to keep subscribing to you at least once a month for each of their accounts. Love you all. Thank you for sharing your life with us. Well, Heather, I hate to hear that, but I'm glad you come back and subscribe.
Yes.
Thanks, Bonnie, for the new heifer.
Sweet and Love said, I missed the announcement of Kayson having CP. I'll be praying for healing of his little body. He's such a sweetheart. He really is.
Well, and that's the deal.
It's just a mild case, though.
When Steph told me, she got home, she told me the doctor said it's a mild case. And because you hear that word, that's another word that just sounds bad. But it makes sense with all of his little things they had, the
muscles,
the seizures, the muscle, all the other little things.
Even he has I forgot to put that on the video, but he's got muscle restraint in his eyes also. But it's weird though, because everything that he does have, it's all little. Like, even though seizures are not good, they are super short and super small. Like not long. They're super short. And the doctor's like, this is, if you're going to have a seizure, this is the kind you want. Right. And same with his autism. He's level 2, so he's not like completely small, but it's still high functioning. So it's kind of like it's the small dose of the autism. With his speech therapy, he's getting better, but he was on almost to where he didn't qualify for it. Everything was super, super small. So it really explains a lot, where they said that most likely when he was up to like a couple months old, or even in the womb, that he did have a mini stroke. So it makes sense.
His umbilical cord wrapped around his neck?
No, that was Braylee.
Oh.
But they had to turn them, and
right.
That takes a chance of messing things up in the brain and stuff.
Yeah.
So it could have been then when they had to switch him from the transverse position.
Under Mountain Homestead said, I think the flies and mosquitoes mated and had babies because the flies hurt. So yes, I was, you know what, I was going to look that up, but it's weird because some flies, they don't hurt, and the ones here lately have been like hurting like
feels
mosquitoes.
Like a mosquito. It's like he just has a mild case, but nothing severe. Yeah. Most of them would be using wheelchairs for mobility. So Kayson was caught early. Physical therapy will help along with occupational therapy. Yeah, and that's what he's been doing. He's had occupational therapy since he was 3 or 4 years old also, for his fine motor, because like writing and stuff, he doesn't have a tight grip. And he's been doing that for a long time.
Debbie said, I will get a lot of tests done on my lung and find out why I am having a hard time breathing. Well, hopefully they find something out.
Hopefully they do.
Wendy says, I used to volunteer work with athletes with CP. Hey, y'all, sorry I'm late. No problem.
Let me scratch this side now. Down a little bit. Brother.
I-
Kevin says fine motors just fine when he's beating me at those games.
Yeah, he's, you know, he's something else. I can't tell you where we went today. That'd give everything away.
You can tell though or I haven't seen him play you on those games, but a lot of times, kids will hold the phone like this to play the game or whatever. Well, he's one that he'll hold the phone like this and then he uses his finger to do it.
Yeah.
Like he'll scroll up or whatever.
You may need to get Kayson's hospital records for his birth, as it sounds like something the staff may have caused for his injury due to his childbirth. So it's all at the same hospital. The doctor that delivered him delivered all 4 of our children, or he was the doctor. He only had to come in on 2 of them. No, he had to come on
3.
Leighton,
Addison, and
Dr.
Kayson.
McLean, and
he didn't come in with Braylee.
Yeah,
which she was breech, but the midwife was the one to come in.
But he amazing guy. But they do have all the records. That's one good thing about the Chickasaw Nation Hospital. All of our records are there. It's all at one building, so you ain't got to go a lot of places.
And it's something that even if they were to have caused it that way, if they didn't turn him, then we would have had to do the C-section, and he is still we're not saying that that's the reason that all this happened, but that would be my only guess. He's way better with speech therapy. I can remember when I couldn't understand him, but now I have no problems understanding him. Yes. Yeah, he's gotten way better. Glad you have got some new answers on Kayson. My daughter had a stroke before she was 2. She also had seizures when she was young. The diagnosis will give you some insights into everything.
I think you read that in one.
Yes.
Okay. Horse flies bite. These ain't horse flies. These are regular flies.
Wendy says, can you use the tractor or a bobcat to remove the manure in the donkey alpaca pen to get rid of the flies?
So when we start getting rid of, because we're eventually going to get rid of some of the ponies and the donkeys, we are going to actually take everything out from over there, and we're going to scoop all that dried up hay up, and we're going to pile it up for a compost pile. But for flies, pretty much, we use the spray for the animals, but that's just kind of on the farm. That's just the way it's going to be. But I mean, this year's probably the worst year. Probably.
Yeah, but like you were saying about the horses and everything, the horses have been running free for a little while, and they have their little spots everywhere over here, so it's closer to the house. I think that's why it's worse around here. Plus, I don't know if they are attracted to like the turkey, because that's not really manure.
No.
But I mean, it still could make that. I don't know.
Possible.
Neil says, I follow a channel called Our Life in Holland. Their family in Utah, and Landon has CP. It was a few years before he could even walk, and yet it's incredible how much he can do.
Yeah, I think it's how much you interact with them and you push them. Even though if they say they can't do something, you push them until you see that, hey, they can't do it. And that's the way I've done the girls and the boys. I want my girls to rely on themselves. I don't want them to have to rely on someone else. They can rely on their daddy and mama, but that's the only people they need to rely on.
My son had lack of oxygen during birth. This caused many problems with him. He is also autistic. No, Leighton actually had lack of oxygen when he was born. He had to be on an oxygen machine, and for a little while. But Kayson didn't have lack of oxygen, I don't think. I mean, as far as we know. Yeah, we have deep woods off.
Yep, right there.
That one's repel, but I bought some deep woods stuff yesterday.
Dean says,
Or
Brennan,
Saturday.
I've got co-host on my lives now. Bet you can't guess who it is. I have no clue. I've never done I'm assuming that's like lives with different channels or something like that. I've never done that before.
Pam said, oh no, she's talking to someone else. Get First Saturday Lime. It's really good at cutting down flies, mosquitoes, all insects, and you can put it in your chicken coops to eliminate odor. It will also get rid of something else. That's what you put in the barn.
That's the bags we got out there. You always let the other kids name their own animals. Weird names for Kayson. Name Cal. That's not fair to be mean. Just being fair. So all the kids, when we go to picking names, we all pick them. I mean, they pick the name, but there's been other names they would use. So we do it as together as a family. So it isn't just they all just picked them. We talk about it before. I will say that's probably pretty much what we do is just have a family discussion over it. I guess you would say.
When I was 6 months pregnant with my oldest, I had to have my appendix out, and when she was about 3 months when she was for 3 months later, her brain wasn't fully developed, and her hands and feet were blue. Oh.
Just a second.
She might just be a.
Hey, yeah. Go ahead and read that other one.
Well, I just read it. Stephanie, I'm still in shock you don't care for chocolate. Chocolate says it all. Well, I am more of a gummy bear, gummy worm, sour candy type girl. So that's what I am. Chocolate's just never really been it. He says, my father raised me to be very independent, but most guys I meet don't like that and they leave. They find my independence a threat to their masculinity. Yeah. I mean, if you get some hydrogen peroxide and spray around the floor and the door area, won't hurt the floor or paint, but it will keep the flies, mosquitoes, and bugs. Take a sprayer outside everywhere. Oh, hydrogen peroxide. We have some of that.
Yep, we got.
I just want to say congrats on 18,000. Well, thank you, Tina.
Yeah, she's moving on up there. Just a little bit more.
Kevin says Kimberly likes those gummy things. Not a fan here. You probably like chocolate then.
Leonard Mountain Homestead, they have a lot of flies this year. Ours is terrible here. It's unreal. Which
Ella doesn't like chocolate.
I wish there's more time in a day, I guess, but it's so crazy how time flies when you're out there working. Like this morning, we got up and we got started on the garden, and it was like we was out there for 3 or 4 hours and didn't even seem we was out there for an hour and a half.
Addison got burnt. She was wearing her tank top today. And ball games, we always spray her down with sunscreen, but I didn't even think about it. We was just working. I've never liked gummy bears or anything with that type of texture.
I was wondering if, with all the flooding you all have, look
Pick
at
that
her.
up for me, please.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to take some ibuprofen. Have to take care of you.
You need to suck it up. I'm allowed. I'm allowed to hurt when you cry all the time.
Listen at her, boys and girls.
That hurt.
I'm sorry. If that fly, this is why the flies are so bad. I don't know, but you would think if it, I don't know.
It could be with. I know for sure that's why the mosquitoes are bad, because anytime there's rain, you can have a bowl of water just sitting outside, and there's going to be mosquitoes everywhere.
You need to put your mics back on my.
I did put my mics on my charger.
These are mine.
Yeah, because I took care of them. I
Yeah.
put them back in there. Where's mine? You had them the other
They're in
day.
the truck. They're in the truck.
Yeah, see, that ain't where they go.
Any news on the house? Hey, they've been here in a week. They've been here 4 times.
Kevin's got you. Said Brandon, I think we just figured out what the pain is. Pain in. Oh, he said in your side. I thought he said in my side.
Kevin's got my back.
Lori says, have they done a CAT scan or MRI on Kayson's head lately? In the last few years, my daughter has had some, and she was asked if she had any trauma in the past. The test showed black spots in the brain. So they did say that they can do an MRI, and most likely, like he said, no doubt in my mind, I'm going to see something that shows when he was an infant, there was something that happened, something in the brain. He said most likely a micro mini stroke. And he said, but do I feel like he needs an MRI to tell us that? No, I don't think so. Now, if things start to get worse or anything, then yes. But as of right now, just getting physical therapy will shut it down.
Minerals attract flies.
Manure.
Oh, manure. I can't even see straight.
She needs ibuprofen and a vacation. That's what I need.
No, I agree. The manure does attract flies, and once we get rid of some of the ponies and stuff, and we get the goats moved, that is going to be one of my chores, is to get all that hay out of there. There's probably a whole round bale back in there, isn't there? Right over here where the mama pen is.
Yeah.
We do have the lime.
Skin so soft, bath oil, bugs hate it. I love fishing and mosquitoes get bad. I use it. Bye-bye bugs. Chickens do a great job on manure. The Walkers are on vacation right now.
Are they really?
I didn't know that.
I did.
Where are they at?
I can't remember if they said or not. Hold on.
All?
I agree with you on the question, Stephanie. A lot of men don't like women that's so independent. Well, I'm very independent, and I fell last Thursday and broke a hand, and I'm doing stuff by myself. Well, I do mouth a lot, but I do take care of her when she's down. Like when she's in bed for, like, what was that? The vertebrae. Yeah, she gets that once a year at least.
I haven't had it this year though. That was last year.
She needs an ibuprofen and a vacation.
I already said that. I just need a whipping stick. I think was Utah.
Tim says at the hospital this
Grand Canyon.
week, working off my phone, about to fall asleep. Have a nice night. All right, thank you so much for stopping in. And there's Tim. Oh, I seen that Tim.
Oh, they flew.
Oh, did they announce
Yeah,
that
they
yet?
announced
Okay.
this as walkers are in Las Vegas to start their vacation. Lori said
Yep. Kind of
they're gonna go
jealous.
see the Grand Canyon.
PT and OT help my son.
Yes.
Chicken's doing a great job on manure.
I wonder. I may ask the doctor, call him, and because he had occupational therapy through the school, which not physical therapy, speech therapy also. Which speech they said he didn't need summer school. He's gotten a lot better. He's doing good, so he can have a break till next year. But same with occupational therapy. But now with his new diagnosis, I wonder if he needs to go ahead and get some outpatient
Possibly.
occupational.
Good evening from Arizona. I like watching your videos. I like your guys' animals. Well, thank you. And thank you so much for watching. Some of y'all might be upset when y'all realize some animals are gone, but
Wendy says just use a cast iron skillet. Enjoyed listening to your live and farm episodes. Yeah, Kayson's doing really good.
yeah, he is. And
He's strong.
when we talk, we don't like go into details with him around, but he knows something's up, but he doesn't let that bother him.
Mm-mm. He's one of the strongest kids I know.
In honor of Stephanie hitting 18,000, everybody go buy a shirt or a hat. The faster they sell out, the sooner Stephanie will have her own shirts. Well, look at you, salesman.
That's right.
We've got one. Yeah, we got one completed, and we're working on another design right now. So hopefully we will have that done soon. Let us know what animals are next to be gone. Hint, hint. They got 4 legs.
That rules out the chickens.
Sand in chicken pens and coops will help get rid of flies. Really?
And they go borrow some of their sand.
Yeah. Our chickens have kind of slowed down on laying, but I just went and bought another big batch of my chicken laying feed. So hopefully they will be here soon.
And he said 4 legs, 2 chickens.
I did order a t-shirt over the weekend. Awesome, Kathy. If you ordered over the weekend, you should be receiving them pretty soon. And we do have a few orders that will be going out tomorrow that was ordered yesterday and today, or maybe day before. So get ready.
Just like Dean says, I just realized why the picture is looking so good. You're on Stephanie's channel. I wonder if because sometimes there gets too many people in here, the Wi-Fi starts messing up.
Whatever. Hey, there's Nick and Zoe. Hey, guys.
Received their hat today. Lori received her hat today.
Dixie shirt. That might be coming up.
Another late fee, Nick. Oh, it's Zoe. Said Nick's editing a video. He won't let me go to bed.
Oh. Doing that late night work. I never treated my son any different. It has been a journey. He now lives on his own.
That's how we
That's
do.
the way we do as well. Anything we do, Kayson's right there with them. And, we tell, the other kids have to, especially in ball, they're so competitive. It's unreal, which I like, but kids will be kids. Hint, hint, haha, I had to leave that at the end. Yeah, 4 legs. It'll be coming out soon.
I've been at the ball field all evening. Got to get it done when you can.
I know. And that's kind of which Steph has seen, like, especially when we get ready to go on a trip or whatever, getting the editing done. So when we do go on the trip, we don't have to edit there. It makes it a lot easier because you get a fellowship and have fun.
I'm about to have to get another video done so that we can go somewhere else.
I received a hat today. I hid it from a Father's Day.
You hit it for Father's Day.
Awesome. Whenever you decide on the animals, I will always be there for you. Well, thank you.
Was that video the back thing today?
The what?
The video with you poking me in the back today?
No, that's the tree. When
I know.
Yeah.
Did that one come out today?
Yeah.
Okay. My back's fine from that. They were asking how my back was. That's why I was like, if you're just hopping on, then
Are you getting any new merch in? I have the shirt with Badger, Skittles, and Cowboy on it. I was going to order one for Ed, but he didn't have any in his size. We haven't got any new shirts in yet, but we will be. I'm hoping this is May. I'm hoping around July. We'll see. Hi guys, sending love from England. Or not England. Where did it go?
Yeah.
England, yeah. Hello, Nick and Zoe.
David said when Dixie ran off when you tried to spray her, you couldn't even tell she didn't have 4 legs. Yeah, she gets around just fine.
Yeah. Will you be keeping some of the chickens to raise them to have more chickens to lay? Yes. So I will say that I'll go ahead and give y'all a hint on this because we went to an auction over the weekend and we took some of Kayson's chickens just to see what it's going to be like. And I know the market is going down on them, so I knew that it's going to be cheap. But let me tell you, they were so cheap that me and Kayson got our chickens and we brought them back home. So we're going to raise them out, and then we will, keep a few to make our flock bigger, and then we will, start selling them that way. I think what we're going to start doing, we may still go to the auctions, but we're going to, especially since we got full bloods, we're going to start taking orders and having a waiting list. So when they're born, we can put them in the box and ship them out. Um, I think that will be best once we get the name out there with our chickens and the turkeys and stuff. The turkeys we don't have full blood yet. Um, we are in the process of getting some more royal palms. So once we do that, I want to ship. That's what I want to ship is the birds. We've already got. I forgot we already have those boxes. Remember the quail? We ordered them 3 years ago.
A long time ago.
So that is the whole thing I was talking about in the video is teaching the kids, especially Kayson, how to, obviously we put a lot of money into the chickens, getting it to where it's at, but it's now start to make money and upgrade things and build new pens and things like that. So I think by teaching them at a young age to work or be what I can't ever say that entrepreneurs or yeah, like work, build businesses. I know it's just chickens, but for a kid, if he has and all the kids do that together. Now, Kayson is the chicken man, but the other kids love to be a part of it as well. So it isn't just 100% Kayson; it's the whole family. But I think it will be neat to see where that takes us with the chickens.
Zoe says, Steph, you need to get an inversion table for Kayson. I'll text you tomorrow and elaborate. but it will be good for stretching him out every day.
Oh, that might be good for us too.
This is for Kayson.
Well, I know what I think I know what that table is. Bu- bu-
Did you find the sticker that Gary hid?
Yep, I found them. So the day that Cassie,
Cassie still should be trying to find the other one we got.
the day that I seen that video, I just opened it up, I seen it, and I was like, haha, you didn't get me because we sold that trailer. And we was in church in the open area, so I was going to watch it once we got out. But after we got out of church, I later watched it. I realized, oh, she took them out and put them in the new trailer.
Tractor Supply also sells chickens, so you may want to investigate that as to place the baby chickens.
Yeah, but they don't sell the chickens we sell though. They sell just the common chickens. Ours is you don't see those at you see the buff Orpingtons and the black Orpingtons, but you don't see the Jubilees. From time to time, you will see um, the lavenders, but not the Jubilees or the chocolate. Good evening, Eddy family. Received my shirt and the gifts today. Shirt fits perfect, and the other two items my son loved. Love them. Well, you're more than welcome, Eric, and thank y'all so much for helping us clean the inventory out. Like Eric said, he got us 2 extra gifts with it. We send in extra gifts in these shirts, and they're almost half off. They're like 40% off. So if you missed out on shirts right now, it'd be time to get them.
Wendy says our local store sells different breeds of chickens. 3B Home said, funny story, before we started our channel, we were at the local feed store one day, and later we were watching your video. Our truck was in the background. Don't know how we missed y'all.
Really?
That's funny.
That's crazy.
Our daughter is 48, has disability. She received a jury duty summons. Of course, we filled out the paper and an explanation. I'm sure she will be excused. She graduated from a special ed school. Someone just ordered.
Awesome, Regina. Hey, there's
Good night, Mike.
There's like I tell my kids, which Leighton, he's really good at all of his stuff that he reads, but there's nothing wrong with that. But did you cut down the tree so you didn't injure yourself again? I'm going to start trimming trees tomorrow.
Yeah, and that tree, it's not like we go over there all the time either. It's just happened to be, did we have trying to get bushwhacker or something?
Yeah, spraying, yeah.
Yeah, we were spraying them. No, it was Toby. I think it was Toby. But my back just shouldn't have been there. Inversion table is a table you stand against and lock your feet in. Then you lean back and it flips you upside down and stretches you out.
Oh.
See, I think I've heard that. Well, they actually turned me upside down on one of the kids. Not completely upside down, but it was an inversion table.
I love all the kids, but Kayson has a special place in my heart as my little man has ADHD and autism, and your life is great on the farm, just what Kayson needs as well as the other kids. Well, thank you so much for watching and showing your support. It is amazing how that has definitely changed him.
Give Kayson his favorite saw and send him to work on those limbs. He would do that. I have one of them. I hung upside down quite often. I feel like a bat. Bean. Did your neighbor slow down from speeding in the streets yet?
I haven't seen him back up there yet.
Reverend Dream said, "Thank you, brother, for your thankless job you do."
Hey, right here, I missed Charles's comment. Had a great idea for the name of the donkey. Hello, said to name him TC.
That would be cute.
Yeah.
Name.
We may do that. We'll see. How many goats do you have? I saw you feed them, and they seem to be a lot of them. I think we got 83, 83 or so.
Zoe says, "Headed to bed, guys. Power just went out here from a wreck down the road, and I've got to figure out how to get out of this recliner." Good night, y'all. Good night, Zoe. Good night,
Thanks
Nick.
for hopping on. Yeah, we ain't gonna stay on much longer. I still got to go water baby chicks and feed in the blue house. So yeah, I think we may look into that, Charles.
I liked how my back felt on the inversion table, but it hurts my ankle so much I had to sell it.
Huh.
Kayson has grown so much since you moved to the property. He's outgoing. He just flows with pride. He does do that.
Yeah, you just never know about that boy. We're gonna cut this in short because the last one's about an hour, so we got our equal 2 hours in this week, and we'll probably hop on another live later on this week. I do know we got a lot of exciting news coming on.
Daily.
Yeah, a lot of things changing really, really quick. And yeah, so anyways, y'all be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to leave comments in all the videos, a heart or whatever, just to show YouTube that I know Kevin said we're just getting started. That the videos are interested in stuff, and I'm going to give y'all a heads up right up front is on the main channel. There's going to be a few more ads coming in this month, but them ads are how we are able to buy extra things to the farm, and it helps us out tremendously. So I know you'll see a lot of hate in the comments about that, but that's just what helps us out here on the farm. And I know many of y'all see that and y'all understand it, and thank y'all so much for y'all's love and support. With all that being said, we're going to go, or I'm going to go take care of the chicks while she goes and tries to. We do have some ice hot or icy hot.
Well, I got my heating pad.
Okay. All right, guys. Good night. We love each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a wonderful night.